Now, I know I'm behind in donations, but just remember that even if I'm not reading your donations, we do receive all donations sent to Doctors Without Borders. There are just so many generous donations that I cannot possibly read them all. So we have $20 from XCD. Hey, Phxntxm, I just wanted to wish you good luck. Also, please go for Chamber 8 ABH. Also, I'm still PJ salty that Zim beat my PB the other day. Money goes towards Yeti's choice. We have $35 from Els. Thanks to everyone involved for making such an enjoyable event to watch, whilst also raising money for a great cause and putting gaming in such a positive light. This Half-Life 2 speedrun is one of the most impressive runs I've ever seen. We have $35 from Juan B. Thank you all for an amazing week. I've been stuck to my seat for the better part of it. Here's to many more games done quick. You are all awesome. Greetings from Spain. We have $35 from Arbiter Sands. Amazing runs, and the commentary makes it 100 times better. Keep up the good work. $15 from Ride the Storms. Having fun watching you guys are awesome. Greetings from Belgium. We have $40 from Anonymous. Everything being done here is absolutely amazing. Good job to all the runners and crew making all this possible. The only way to make this better is if we kill some animals. We have $40 saying, am I doing this right?
Okay. Huge shout out to XCD and Blizzard. You guys are the best.
XCD is an out of bounds runner for this game as well.
And Blizzard is just an all-around cool guy. World record holder for inbounds.
Yeah,
Wait, he doesn't run Portal 2.
Yeah, no one for Portal 2. Wrong game, Zim. There you go. I think that's still a little off.
We have $20 from Urbanized Gamer. Hey Cherno, finally got some money to throw around, and I thought I'd put it to good cause. Also, those headphones and portal gun look sick. Cherno can get to choose if this goes to killing or saving the animal.
Killing. What is this?
Killing. Can we all agree killing?
Yeah.
All right, good.
No.
Gotta go fast.
Phantom, please.
I'm an animal lover.
We have $50 from LGB. Nice runs and awesome work for a really good cause. Greetings from
For
Spain.
killing the other one.
Is that? It's not
$10 from Joey
it's a
Zero.
monitor
Shout out
thing.
to my man Blood Thunder.
noticing
Wanted to
it
do
too.
this during your
I did the
Bioshock
thing
run,
once,
but
I got
well, make him decide what this goes to.
Blue, to be
Seems
clear,
to be fine.
I was asking if Orange trusted you. I trust you. You are
Anybody
my
want to go put
favorite
20 bucks in the thing for me so I can get in for
testing
this sweet portal gun?
I wasn't able to make a portal
Feel
gun
if
in
I get
time.
up, somebody's going to ninja my spot.
We have
Anybody
$50
wanna
from
run with
Mr.
it for me?
Metin. He says Half-Life is best life.
Here,
I'll be right back.
And $35 from Eddie Shaw saying source runs are always the greatest. Thanks guys for the entertainment. Now if you're just joining us, this is Summer Games Done Quick 2014. All donations are going to Doctors Without Borders, an international medical humanitarian organization providing independent, impartial assistance to over 60 countries to people whose survival is threatened by violence, neglect, or catastrophe.
Are you ready?
We are ready whenever you are.
3, 2, 1, start.
Hello,
This is Portal 2 co-op campaign, basically. Kinda. I'm doing both players with a button to switch between players, and I hit the wrong button. Nice. Good start. I use 2 to switch because I have buttons on my mouse, but whatever works to switch. A lot of people use tab, the other people that run this game. In the beginning, you just follow her directions, and then you can start moving. And the biggest thing in this category that gets annoying is the moving, because if you start holding a button, switch, then it never detects that that button was let up, and it'll kind of mess up on that player's when you go back to theirs. That was an accident, but whatever, that's fine.
Blue now has a portal. Each device can create 2 self-contained portals. Please test your
Alright, what just happened there was I hit a pixel. That happens a lot in this game. It'll happen probably like 20 more times.
Calibrating blue.
It's fine, I just had to move a little bit.
Calibrating orange.
But that door, you can see how little bit of that door there is. I actually hit that as I'm jumping.
Your ping tool is invaluable.
I don't know how it happens, but...
specific locations to your partner.
And again. I think that one I actually just hit the door though. And right there, right got stuck. So, wasn't able to move the actual way I wanted.
Weighted cubes calibrated. No
I like how you refer to them as right and left.
Did you know humans frown on weight variances? If you
yeah.
want to upset a human, just say their weight
Shut up.
variance is above or below the norm.
So how'd you just preserve that cube?
To be honest, I don't really know what it is, but all you do is push a cube against a wall, the ceiling, the ground, and if it's against the ground, you have to crouch, and it just goes through.
You are the first
I'm not sure if like the the collider for, I'll explain that in a second. I'm not sure if the collider for the faith plate just isn't quite all the way there. Not faith plate, the emancipation grill. But what I'm doing there when I was jumping and doing like backflips and stuff, at that point it forces you to do a taunt in some way, and the jump taunt's the fastest. So if you do your own taunt, not the one it wants you to do, then it's a bit faster.
There's a couple places in the game he's going to do that.
Yeah. I almost did that by habit.
This is the best
But
trick in the
since
game.
people wanted me to, even though it's not really faster.
By people, he means me.
Yes.
But you and North.
Worth.
Everybody.
Worth.
You can just go in this and kind of just, you know, fly. No reason whatsoever. There's a push trigger in the top one, and you use that to kind of fly out the bottom one, but it also works without a push trigger, so we don't really know what it is.
Yeah, it's something with flipping. Yeah, slants and flipping.
These first 3 levels are fully intended, so there's no glitches except for the bunny hopping, which you might know from other games in Quake, Half-Life, CSS.
Bunny hopping in Portal 2 is a lot lighter, so
It is
kinda
a
like you're
lot
on the moon.
different.
Keep in mind that, like
You
Albert
you pretty much
Einstein,
fly in Portal 2. There's like very little gravity compared to other bunny hopping games.
One important thing about bunny hopping too is you really have to be careful, because if you go too fast, you lose your air control and you can just careen off a cliff.
you know in
And that'll happen, I guarantee it,
the winner is the one who scores the fewest possible.
one of these times.
I just thought you might find that interesting. Most winners do. Orange receives 5 science collaboration points.
Pixels. Like I said, that's gonna happen a lot, where I just stop as I'm jumping. That's not my fault. It's just the place.
Is it okay if I make an announcement?
Yep.
Alright, well, this is your last chance to get in on the prizes for the source block. We have a Mad Catz Triton headset with a Half-Life Portal design on the ears. We also have a portal gun and a signed Valve orange box and portal cross-stitch magnet. To get on the portal cross-stitch magnets, you donate $5 or more. If you if you want to get in on the headset, that's $10 or more, or for the portal gun, the signed to Valve orange box, that would be $15 more. So if you donated $15 or more, then you'd be eligible for all 4 of those prizes.
At all times. Naturally, this will pose an interesting challenge for one of you, given the other's performance so far.
We have $15 from Shayna. Had to donate during the game that inspired me to start speedrunning myself. Shoutouts to everyone working hard to make this event possible and save those animals.
Thank you. Someone actually agrees to save the animals. What do the animals ever do to people?
It's faster.
I don't speedrun. I'm a terrible speedrunner.
This is a really good Let's Play so far.
Yeah, it's good.
Individual scores. However,
This is part 40.
tell you that at least
Part
one
40.
of you
Lasers.
very, very well. Please continue into the
Runtime
next
12
test
minutes.
chamber.
And then the thumbnail has to have a really ridiculous face cam shot of you. It's great.
So that's what's gonna happen.
We
Shout out
have,
to PewDiePie who has all the world records.
Oh my god. So what I did right there is just I missed it. I can
Barely.
skip that little bit right there. That was actually I don't understand how that missed, to be honest.
Two of you have
Stop
formed
shooting,
an
please.
excellent partnership.
If you shoot on like the frame that you change, it just keeps shooting.
The other ready to
And that
ponderously waddle into action
happens
should
a
the
lot.
test suddenly become an eating contest.
Oops.
While it may appear that I am only tracking your
For a lot of these, I can kind of go however slow I want
the truth is
after I finish it, because
performance will be reflected
dialogue
in your
based.
final
Yeah, the dialogue is very, very annoying with that.
two opportunity
There are some levels actually though where because of the dialogue at the end and how it changes, if you do certain things during the level, a death won't actually end up wasting time because it'll change the dialogue to a faster dialogue that ends up being exactly the same.
Yeah.
To reiterate,
Alright, this one
not a competition.
is the first kind of not intended. You can just jump over that gap.
It's not.
Nice.
And then there's, if you've actually played this before, there's one of those right there. So I can actually just jump on it while it's in the water. If I made it, but you know,
Yeah, it's a very small platform,
it's, yeah.
but it's just underneath the water. The kill trigger is a bit lower than it. So yeah, you can just
You
like
just
walk
jump on
on
it
it.
like that.
Should have specified.
There's still a hurt trigger though.
Teamwork is
I love that I got
concept in
the
which
hard
two
jump in the
or more
beginning, then missed the
people
easy
work
one.
together, usually with a goal of not failing horribly.
What happens? And this level's the only one, or there's one of these in every course. At the end of every course, you can almost do it by you can all do them all by yourself except for one level, because all you have to do is put a disc in a player instead of getting to the disassemblers at the end.
I won't even tell you what you were looking for. You will know it when you find
And right there, what I did is just hit both switches because I'm forever alone and I don't have a partner.
Aw.
Congratulations.
Well,
And
he's
you're
just
also really
standing there. What is he
fast.
doing?
It's absolutely new.
He's not helping me at all.
Oh, I almost forgot.
A lot of the timing-based like button hits can be done by yourself just because they made it easy enough that you don't need a second person.
Because I think they were trying to compensate for lag between people.
And Xbox 360 controllers.
Yeah.
Right there is proof of very good level design.
Consider that a failing.
Bridge kind of open.
For your testing convenience, all tests are available and also
Do you mind if I go over some donations?
Yeah, go ahead.
have been deactivated.
We have $140. Donation goes to Cherno's choice of incentive since he's being so kind as to sell out Cam in the background there.
Cherno, you can come up and lay across us. Do the show.
$15 saying this donation is a lie. Wink.
Beautifully majestic.
And we do have some sponsors for this event. One of them is the Yeti,
Confidence in humans.
who are have a T-shirt sale for this event. $3 from the sale of each shirt goes directly to Doctors Without Borders. It is theyeti.com/gamesdonequick, and they are also holding a contest. Theyeti.com/contest/SGDQ.
And far less pointlessly
Now the sale is only going on until midnight tonight, Central Standard Time. So there's not a lot of time left if you'd like one of the SGDQ t-shirts.
So how are you getting those little boosts there?
Those are re-portals. What it basically does is if you shoot the portal that you're going into as you go out the other one, it pushes you. So if you use that with a strafe or just pretty much walking, it gives you extra speed. This one's a long dialogue, so I missed it. You can actually get that ball through the fizzler. This one's one of the longer ones, so I can just mess around. But if you noticed it, when I missed the first one, I just kind of flew out and started falling. I shot the ground like 6 times and no portals placed. That's like one of the most annoying things in this game is portals that just don't want to place somewhere.
It seems like all of Valve's games are like this, but they're really, really well made for casual play. But when you're trying to do like speed runs or anything like that, they're just broken. There's so many annoying little things you have to know.
That was close, actually.
Well done. Interesting note. I only created this test to watch test subjects fail, and you didn't. You must be very, very proud.
Oh yeah, and the glass right here is kind of non-existent. It's always a fun little thing to do at the end.
The best way to build confidence is to first recognize your insecurity.
We have $15 from Yo Necesito. Glad to vote during the portal race. One of the coolest runs ever. Goknak's choice for where this goes. Also, do you mind saying where we are in total donations? I do not at all. We are currently at $512,078, $787.47. When you include the Humble Bundle, we're creeping up to 600,000.
Thanks. Yeah, there's a couple things I did in that one. I can't remember the first one, but I used the other player and I just kind of threw him in the water because it skips a dialogue and it also gets me up into the where I need to be faster. So it's helps a little bit. That's one other thing I wanted to mention there, but that's another thing. I'm standing right in the middle of the portal, but, you know, it doesn't go through, because why would it?
Begin juggling test in 3, 2, 1.
Most of the, honestly, what's kind of impressive is most of these levels end up being intended strategies that are just done really fast. Team Retrieval wasn't, but that's one of the only ones in this section that wasn't, except for Wings.
If you've ever seen a normal co-op speedrun on Team Retrieval, there's actually a glitch where, because of lag, you can confuse the button into thinking there's a player on it when there's not. Unfortunately, since this is split screen, there is no lag, so you're not able to do that. Oh, nice.
What I did there is you can just see that for just a little bit, or yeah, just for a little bit before you start falling. So kind of spam it and you can hit it and skip the whole middle part of that. And this is another part that it forces you into a dialogue or a taunt thing. So what I do is one person has the cube, so they can't do the taunt. And the other person I actually do the taunt with. Because this is one of the few ones that even though there's a dialogue, it starts to go immediately.
Yeah, it's the dance too. It's longer than just doing a hop or flip.
Yeah. In co-op, what you do is blue would go grab the cube and orange would go through, and since they're the ones with the lag, they can actually grab the cube, and it kind of detects them both having it at the same time, and you don't have to do any dialogue things. Right here, you can just kind of grab that cube through it, because amazing level design.
Now, since he's put one of the players in this room, the door is going to stay locked open, and so he's able to do the same glitch from before to bring the cube to the next section of the map, which saves a lot of time.
And the cube's in a bad orientation right now, because what I could do if it was flat instead of kind of angled like this, I could jump and hold it against the roof but it's hard to do it without a setup when it's angled like that.
Congratulations on completing
So I
that
just
task.
do it like I showed earlier.
Find something
Bring it on the
troubling
ground.
without the looming consequence of death. Is
And the
this
cube
even
needs to be flat in order for you to preserve it. If it's rotated like 45 degrees to where it's like a diamond, it won't make it through. It needs to be completely flat.
Test times show you are going too slowly. Maybe you are getting human emotions. Do you need real encouragement? Let's see if this
I wasn't on it, that's bad.
You are
That's
the
still
most
in time, okay.
advanced model of robot.
So hitting the same button there causes the door to open anyway, because they just check to see if a button was hit twice.
Right there's one of the best level designs ever. There is kind of just an invisible button right there to open the door.
Yep.
Probably from testing or
Probably
something.
from testing, and they're like, oh, let's not take this out. No one will find it.
Testing courses.
Just make it invisible.
No one will find it. But in the middle room, I did a reportal there to skip grabbing the cube, putting the laser in the thing, going up the elevator. It just skips a whole bunch by being able to boost a bunch.
To complete this test, you need to find a set of blueprints. Don't worry, they are of no use to anyone. Totally boring and useless.
Again,
This
good
is just a
level
thought
design here.
experiment.
You can just grab that
Just
through
to
the
see how much time
through the
you'll
pipe
waste
there.
Thinking about these worthless documents. The correct.
This one doesn't actually seem like it would be. Aw.
Okay,
The kill
that's
trigger.
never happened before. I promise. In solo
Trademark.
co-op, I've never actually had that happen with that timing.
This level doesn't actually seem like it'd be much slower in solo co-op versus normal co-op because you basically do the
same,
Yeah,
same
it's,
thing.
It's not. It's pretty good.
The person that flings through the fan has to wait on the first person to set up the cube, and the person with the cube just messes around while the other person goes and grabs the disc.
Yeah, I've done that plenty of times in co-op because you don't have to stop and wait for the other person to
Very good.
do his stuff. You can kind of do your own stuff at the same time.
Blueprints. Well, I do need you to be in the room so I
No
can
cube
see
jump.
them.
You can get over there with the cube jump, which you're not supposed to be able to do,
Whatsoever for you to look at them. Done.
but I didn't.
Yes.
And it's hard to do in this game because this game has an auto grabbing mechanic. When you go too fast near a prop, it thinks you're trying to grab it and just does. You can't toggle it off. You can't it's just there and you have
It
to
is-
deal with it.
In my opinion, that's the worst thing in this game.
Yeah.
I went over it. No, I didn't.
And I believe that's only in co-op that happens.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
only co-op.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's only co-op.
The physics in co-op are slightly different than single player.
I'm actually not in it.
It leads to a lot of different glitches that you can do only in co-op but not in single player.
Yep. The button glitch, surprisingly, actually works in solo. Actually works in
Saving.
co-op as well. Yeah, a little bit differently, though, and I don't really know it because I don't run solo as well.
This course was created
The one for solo works because you save right as you, like the tick that you leave the button, and then when you load, it'll be pressed. So there's actually a segmented run that does that, but they patched it out so not like you
Yeah,
can't do it.
there's a different one that's used.
Oh, really?
in- yes.
It's something like if you jump off the button right as it's
Yeah, you
pressed down,
slide off it.
you get a really
yeah,
tight
you have to
timing.
slide off it. I know that one.
Yeah, there's the one in the single player repulsion gel level that I don't know the name of because map names are hard.
I'm like trying to think of it the whole time I was explaining it, and I can't remember.
Have you worked out the one good trait humans have yet? Let me give you a clue.
Again, there's not too much to explain in a lot of these levels because it's done intended, but just fast. Only thing that wasn't intended there was I skipped a whole bridge part by doing a two-hop, which is a jump and strafe, and you get a little extra speed. And I caught myself with a bridge. If you shoot the bridge, which I'm going to do here actually, if you shoot the bridge that it would touch the other person or the person's body, it just kind of slices you up. So you can just go higher up, which is what I did there to skip the whole. That's actually bad position. To skip a bunch of stuff.
Do you do the oob strat?
Huh?
Do you do the oob
Oh,
strat?
yeah.
The one oob strat?
The one oob strat in this game.
It was too deadly. I thought
That has the potential of soft locking in the game.
But it's
Default.
easy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
you
and
walk
if
hold,
I
you
soft
have to
lock
hold
it,
and
try
jump.
to get
I'm
it.
gonna be
Booger
very
misses it all the
sad.
time. Shoutouts to Kluger for missing it all the time.
Kluger.
It's so easy. All you do is hold left, forward, and jump. Which I think it's this level. I always forget which level's like next. No, it's not. It's after. Oh, actually, I'm out of order.
Sorry, I confused you.
You did. I blame you that I fell and died there.
I killed the run.
They just sit there, never showing pain nor fear.
That is so close. Oh my gosh, that is like, I've never seen that. That's actually amazing.
Overlapping.
I had the portal off-centered for the bridge, so it came out off-centered, and then when I placed the other bridge, it was actually like just straight over it.
You would want
It's
a reward
amazing.
for completing this test.
Of course, you can just hold left and get on the bridge anyway, but still,
At least the plants didn't
a little
want
bit easier.
reward.
Am I good to read some donations?
Yeah.
Sub 40 Hype also donating another $50 if you get co-op polarity skip first try with both players.
Polarity 3? Because that's the.
It is extremely
Isn't that the bunny hop?
Polarity 1's the bunny hop.
Yeah, co-op polarity.
And
Polarity 3's the one.
$100 from an anonymous Valve employee. We had so much fun creating Portal 2, and it's fantastic to see the love it's still receiving. It's also amazing how quickly you're blasting through what took us entire reservoirs of coffee to put together. The entire Speed Demos archive crew, keep up the great work, and thanks for supporting such an awesome cause. Also, and glad DOS would kill me for saying so, save the animals, you barbarians!
Your ability to complete
I'm actually curious why in Portal 1, when you get out of bounds, you can see perfectly, but in Portal 2, whenever there are ways to leave the map, but they're generally not used because the entire screen goes white. I'm not sure why they did that, just to stop the game from breaking it.
What's really funny is it actually only goes white sometimes. There are certain conditions that randomly make you able to see out of bounds.
Yep.
It's
It'll probably go white here, which is the out of bounds.
And there's
I just
also-
do a portal bump out of bounds.
That was the one out of bounds glitch you saw out of bounds for approximately 0.7 seconds.
Yeah. You threw what?
Oh.
You that's one of the most sparky. Which is what we call the surfaces that just don't like to place. Sparky surfaces in the game. Turret walls in the middle is freaking terrible. But what do you do? Out of bounds there, all you do is kind of jump up, and I guess like the collider of the next level's box kind of pulls you up. Okay. I missed that more than normal. Faith plates again in this game, just like it's the middle of it that boosts you.
Yeah.
You can stand on like the whole first half of it, and it's like, nah,
You refuse.
you're not going up.
I understand. That would be like asking me not to tell.
It feels like some of the faith plates have weird triggers too, where if you come at it from the side, it'll try to like suck you towards the middle, so it'll give you weird velocity changes.
Yeah.
That can screw you up sometimes.
Yeah, that is. I think it does do that. I kind of just always come at it from one angle.
This is a bridge building exercise.
This level right there for challenge mode strategy is where you place it, and you can literally place it in the middle, like the shooting. Like you could place it like 6 or 7 pixels to the right of the middle on the bottom, and it won't place. I was showing it earlier while I was practicing. Alright, this one's a little risky. What I do is I hop on it and then switch it so they can't shoot me anymore after I press the button. It's only faster in solo co-op because you can't have your partner shoot the bridge there. Where's the ball? That's actually bad. Which one am I? Please stop shooting me. That's wrong. Thank you.
So, as an update for Save or Kill the Animals, the total is currently at $64,211.12.
So bad.
And save is at $32,595.69, while kill is at $31,615.43. So it's still pretty much neck and neck, you guys. Now, let me give you a reminder that the cutoff will be at the Mother Brain fight in Super Metroid.
If you are wondering what that smell is, that is smell of human fear.
Now I have $15 from Pierre LaRoche saying, playing a co-op game alone? Phxntxm, don't you have any friends?
No. I'm not friends. That's the only reason
thought
I
we
play
were
this
your
category. Acquaintances.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Coworkers?
Coworkers.
Pretty much.
It's actually kind of weird and unfortunate, but the two best co-op players in the world for single segment runs are from Australia. So,
Shout outs to Kluger and Iminex.
yeah. When you play with either of them, you have like 400 ping. It's awful.
Button sticking works though. That's
Oh, it works 100%.
Kluger's my
of the
main
time.
partner, and he's the douche that decided that, hey, Phxntxm has this world record, let's go take it from him.
Yep.
He's the only one that has better time than me in this. But he's cool. But we always have like 270 ping normally when we play. Pretty good. Just so used to it at this point, to be honest. Also get a shout outs to Azray, who'd made a donation mentioning it earlier. He's the one who invented this category. So definitely shout outs to him.
By accident. But why don't you put it back in the player for safety?
We have $35 from Nishak. He says, I fully appreciate what the community does twice a year, and I cannot stress enough how this exemplifies our humanity towards another. In that vein of thought, my donation goes towards saving the animals, because what would a marathon about saving lives be without saving the lives of the little?
We need to eat.
I don't know how to time that without
What he's
lag.
trying to do here is called ball slicing. Basically, if you cut the ball in half with the light bridge, it just drops like that, and it skips having to have a second player to do the entire puzzle.
Yeah, in co-op we found a lot better way to do it, but I tested doing that with both players just because the ball slicing is one of the worst glitches. No!
Oh! So that was the losing air control that I was talking about.
That's, I think, only the third time I've had that happen. But that one has happened before, I promise. This room just has so many obstacles. There's rarely a time I get through that room without hitting something.
In just a moment, the word block will be repeated over and over.
Yeah, another level that you can just do
If it's
solo.
important you
Like
hear
I'm not doing that
numbers
anyway.
Rather than the word block, ignore it. It is not important.
Today's security code is 5334118.
We have $15 from Sebastian7, and he says, the cake is alive, but this donation is not.
Cool meme.
Welcome to the Computer Intelligence Training and Enrichment Center.
My practice, after I finished that last level, I just started going to the wrong place, so it's good I didn't this time. Oh, I wasn't recording demos, I can't time my run after. Sorry. That face. What if it's world record? It's not at this point.
Never give up hope. You can still make the vault door jump.
I'm not going for it.
That's probably a good call.
Yeah, I've been missing it a lot. Oh wow, that was actually really quick.
Extremely close. I'm not sure I like that.
So, in this level, in co-op, like, okay, that's... In co-op, the fastest way to do this, I still didn't actually lose any time, is to funnel fly, which I'll show in one of the next levels. I never remember the order of the levels, so it's in one of them. But in this one, it's not... It would be a lot harder to be as fast, because you'd have to control both while you're in the air. If you do it this way, you can control one and the other will still be flying in the funnel with you the whole time you go. It's not as
Please disregard the
bad.
following statement. Orange, you have been a shining
Hit the
light
side.
in an otherwise ungodly morass of incompetence.
Yeah, funnel flying is a really amazing glitch that actually was discovered the very first day this game came out.
Didn't Romscout find it?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, it was found by Romscout.
Shout outs to that guy.
I can't buy my
Yeah, he might have done something called organizing this marathon. He's an okay dude.
Orange is dragging you down. There, I've said it.
Am I good to read some more donations?
Yeah.
We have $35 from Wintergreen. Shout out to the 502 crew, both at SGDQ and watching at home. It's been an incredible event I've been privileged to be a part of. 1,000 thanks to Uyama, Rom Scout Murph, and all the other staff and volunteers who worked so hard to make this possible. Dude, nice.
Orange is penalized 75 science collaboration points.
We have $20 donation from GDQ Monitor. GDQ Monitor here, putting my money where my port is. Let's make sure I get into Final Fantasy VI for GoGo as monitor.
While teamwork is needed to complete these tests, I'm not sure I
Almost
trust
went the wrong way.
We have a $15 donation from Volshock. He says, I really wanted to name lock Abda in recognition of his awesome Chrono Trigger run at the last AGDQ. It looks like others have deeper pockets than I do. So instead, this goes to the reader's choice, as long as they put it towards an FF6 character name. Well, then I will put it towards GoGo being monitor.
Alright, here's the first funnel fly, and you'll see what happens. It's fine.
Sorry, I missed the
You
beginning.
can just, when you get 0 velocity in a funnel against something, well, you'd have to have 0 velocity in the funnel.
We all agree you should stop.
Then you crouch, keep hitting escape.
Stop it already. You don't need to do that.
It's blocking the
I
way.
actually placed something incorrectly, so I can't jump, because you'll keep funnel flying until you let go of crouch if you did it the way I tried to do it. Apparently I failed. Or the original funnel that you funnel glitched off of moves. But I couldn't move it because the one who shot the funnel was in the stupid taunt that I missed.
Yeah, funnel flying can be really finicky and it can actually mess you up.
Blue. Do you trust Blue?
No. So that's the one they mentioned in the beginning of the run. That's actually not going to work at all. That you can just hop over this to skip a lot. And that should have worked. That was kind of... No. I'm just going to go for the safe.
This is actually a pretty tight jump.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, that's almost like right at the limit of how far you can do a bunny hop jump.
Yeah, that's the slow strategy. I was missing that a lot recently, so I had a feeling that's the way it would go.
Blue, to be clear, I was asking if Orange trusted you. I trust you.
We have a $50 donation. I've been watching the previous SGDQ and AGDQ runs online, and I think they're awesome. Looking forward to watching these runs. Donation to Runner's Choice, please.
You have a donation, Phantom.
Huh?
You have a donation, $50. Where do you want it
Towards-
to go?
Where is it supposed to go, guys?
Yeah, to wherever.
Kill the animals is where it's supposed to go.
No, it's not going to kill the animal. Wait, what? That was odd.
Is there something
It's not going to kill the animals. I say save the animals.
The Gaben name?
Peter loves you. And we have $15 from CD Man. He says, I've always loved Valve games, so keep up the good work. First on the couch to play and win a game of rock, paper, scissors decides whether this goes to save or kill the animals.
Is it going to be like a tournament? Yeah, let's do a tournament.
A tournament.
All right. And then we'll have a losers bracket.
Double elimination.
Alright, and then winner of that faces Ferret.
for telling me those horrible things about you?
And then
So-
you two.
Orange Reassembly Station.
All right, and then I guess
Aren't like all of you saying kill the animals anyway?
So
and then you fight him.
Careful with the
And
polar
then
bear.
I guess you two should fight.
It seems no matter what I
Yeah, grand finals.
do or to destroy you,
You have to win
just
to
keep
win.
going.
it's just the most complicated way to do rock, paper, scissors.
Have drive any better than the other.
Save the animals.
Yes!
Well played. We have $100 from Dread4170. Missed the portal race, but this is awesome. Thanks to everyone for making these marathons happen.
Too close, but in my attempt to drive you apart, I learned something important about
We have
trust and
$35 from GTO. Here, have my money. I teach math to high school students who study game design. This year I got them very hyped for the last lesson where I was supposed to bring them delicious cake. I obviously brought them empty boxes containing only lies.
Alright, In this level, it's got the same kind of glitch that was in Portal, which is like the only glitch that was also in Portal. It all changed after. But I'm gonna do a pixel glitch, which is the same thing Zim did on 4 over here, to shoot through this onto there. There was like third try, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that shot control you a lot.
That part gets annoying, landing in that portal. Wasn't too bad though. Take that.
Congratulations. You completed the standard section of this course. Before we can go any further, I will need you to complete one more test outside of the standard testing track.
Now we do have a Humble Bundle going on with this marathon. They're providing a sale with games from this event, including Noi 2 Love 2 Devolution, Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs, Dust Force, Guacamelee, and more. The bundle is $25, and all the proceeds will go to Doctors Without Borders. And the link is humblebundle.com/SGDQ. Also, Avra Media graciously donated lunch for the attendees of this event to the tune of $10,000, and they're doing a promotional offer with their capture cards at bit.ly/SGDQ promo.
Don't get knocked off.
I got knocked off.
Called it.
Yeah, this part gets a little annoying. Those freaking turrets. At the beginning there, what happened was, as I said, the worst glitch in the game is auto-grab. It auto-grabbed one of the turrets as I tried to grab it, so it dropped it as I'm trying to hit the other turrets. So it just looked a little odd.
I'm fully connected.
Aw.
I can see everything.
Oh well.
See,
No companion cube.
excellent.
Can't even get one shot.
For your testing convenience, all tests are available and all safety precautions.
We have $20, and they like to say, "Love me some Portal. What you guys do is awesome, and for goodness sake, save the animals." We have $15. Happy to donate to support such a wonderful charity. Also, this donation fills the 3,000 needed for the Ban and Chocobo glitch in FF6. Runners are doing a great job as always.
Nice.
This final course is training to reach the human.
Speaking of that, in terms of upcoming donation incentives, you guys have been so generous that there's not too many left, but
I need human test subjects for it to be science.
there is the Magitech glitch ending, which is currently at $1,988 out of 7,500, and the Fighting Masters Top 4, which will be the saltiest and hypest and loudest thing on Earth tomorrow at around noon. $10,062.67 out of $12,500.
You two really are the best cooperative testing team I could ever ask for.
The problem with solo co-op running is it can get a little bit disorienting there. So I made a mistake and fell off, and then it just got a little confusing on how to fix it.
It seems some of the last
That's-
non-testing humans.
And there's
alive
more map
tried to
design where
secretly
you can just shoot
imprison
through the
other
floor.
humans and hide their tracks. I think they wanted to punish them.
Yeah, thinking fast is a very, very good attribute to speedrunning, because when you mess up like that, I know I have a lot in my run too, where I need to be able to think up something on the spot almost, to landing or how to revert so I could do it again.
Test deadly tests. That's ridiculous.
Reloading this
How do
thing.
they know for sure that
Course
tests
5
are
honestly is my
deadly?
favorite because it's so open, it's not boxed in like all the other chambers, so there's a lot more freedom on how to solve these maps. Especially for stuff like least portals attempts.
Are you doing the DLC?
Going to need to
No.
use all
Okay.
the tricks you have learned. To help, I have made these tests extremely difficult. I would say extremely deadly, but we all know.
Oh, I did.
that our
How did
amazing
it not
ability
jump on the
really
thing?
assembled. Nothing is deadly.
My portal's in the way. I'm gonna have to do this again.
So we have a $100 donation from Tess, Doctors Without Borders. Now they're thinking with portals.
Oops. You're welcome.
So we have $40 from Pri Blassa. Greetings from Denmark, and thanks for doing this awesome marathon for charity. Half-Life and Portal are some of my favorite game franchises, so it's awesome to see them beaten in a matter of hours.
So you can skip that entire map just by putting a portal up there and then jumping through, because you just reach the end without having to get the gel.
Yeah.
He's going to do a similar trick twice on this next map.
Feel bad earlier about your tests not being real science?
There's one.
I guess finding out they weren't science was some sort of
That one's the light. You can actually stand on the light, so you just stand on it and get to the end. A bit overlooked again. And then this one has... I'm not going to do it with this player yet. But all you do is look to over here. I'm looking wrong. Right there. You can just shoot to the end.
Is that like 1 pixel?
It's actually a bit more.
Okay.
It's not a hard shot. The way I placed myself made it a little bit harder than like
Statue of me for rescuing them.
should have been.
Oh, don't worry.
Where are we?
If they ever write an historical
All of the maps with this similar style, like Course 5 in co-op, the underground areas in the single player, they have a lot of those kind of tight pixel shots to the end that just, I guess the
Underground.
developers didn't think about.
Underground.
Well, old aperture, whatever.
No, I said underground. I'm saying that's the like
Oh,
that's ridiculous one. Like you can't even see that one.
during these tests will last a lifetime.
That's so annoying. Again, like pretty much every other level, poor level design. You can just shoot a portal right there.
There's just holes there so he can shoot one of his portals back in, and because the second part doesn't have a fizzler, it
jump off.
continues over. Normally there's supposed to be a fizzler somewhere over here, but there isn't.
So you just go grab the cube. Oh,
Yeah.
skipped half the puzzle. Well, the whole puzzle.
Yeah. What? Okay.
Cubes in this game are very annoying. Oh my god.
Cubes actually got worse from Portal 1.
Yeah.
I am beginning to think you don't share my excitement for rescuing crying, trapped, injured, dying humans. If that doesn't motivate you, I'm not sure what will.
It's really funny, some of the buttons you can just touch the cube or the ball to and it'll activate, and others you have to like carefully line it up with like a protractor and a straight edge and drop it in
actually
just perfect.
Show that one in the next one. Or you can just drop it on there. Or just touch it, I mean.
Yeah.
Gross, annoying,
This level can go very wrong if it doesn't go
but they do make
perfect.
great test subjects.
So that's perfect. That's perfect. Good. That was good.
Red Razor.
They're all dead. Nice.
No, there's... thought there was still one more. Had to be safe.
Oh, I see. Aww.
This still kind of worked. By not dying, I didn't lose too much time. I don't know. It wasn't too bad. Turret Ninja can go a lot worse.
Tests away from reaching the human.
I've lost
Are you as
a
excited
ton of
as I am?
PBs on Turret Ninja. Oh. It was the first one I didn't go on the side there.
Yeah, yellow's actually going to the next chamber now.
I know.
This next level might be the first time we show off the
After this,
propulsion gel crouch boost glitch, or PGCBGBCBGB. If you crouch and walk on orange gel, it stores your velocity, and then when you stand up, it thinks you've been running on it for a really long time, and just gives you all of that velocity at once.
I think I have time for one more because I failed it.
Yep.
Okay, we're good. Well, on this one, all you do is just touch it,
in case you're
and it
wondering,
opens.
Yeah, it's a broken door.
they aren't all monsters. Most of them are simply good test subjects. I believe the ratio of good test subjects to monsters is about a million.
We have a $25 donation from Paper 11. Sorry, you guys. Rock, paper, scissors is not going to save the animals from my donation. Put this to kill the animals.
Yes.
The human vault is just past that opening.
We have $50 from Phxntxm. This goes to the runner's choice if he chooses Save the Animals. Otherwise, this goes to Save the Animals.
It's going to save the animals, so.
You missed out.
This is another spot you can just kind of shoot to skip half the level.
Oh, I missed.
Good level design again.
Yeah, you might notice a common trait here. Good level design makes it kind of easy to pass some things.
So like all the other timing puzzles in the game, you can just do them on your own?
It's actually possible to skip getting the blue gel on this map, but it's a very, very tough jump, and so to do it twice in a row is not marathon safe at all.
What makes me sad is when I was practicing before I got here, I got it almost every time. It's like just day after day I'll switch if I'm good or not on it.
Time is going to be coming up soon, by the way.
Something is wrong. This door should be opening.
And time.
Time.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
And that was Portal 2 with Phantom.
Phxntxm.
We never did roll call.
Oh.
I wanted to introduce myself as Phxntxm.
Oh, it's all good.
Phxntxm?
Phxntxm.
I was actually going to pronounce your name until I realized what it was.
That's fine. I would have loved it.
So next up is A Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past with Andy and Jaden. Andy will be doing the main game run, and Jaden will be doing the any % no exploration glitch. And just please wait while we set up. We're gonna play a quick commercial break. I'll stop being your host, and replacing me, if I'm not mistaken, is the man with the golden voice, Golden.
I was like, oh my god.
So for those of you just joining us, this is Summer Games Done Quick 2014. All donations are going to Doctors Without Borders, an international medical humanitarian organization created by doctors and journalists in France in 1971. Today, they provide independent, impartial assistance in more than 60 countries to people whose survival is threatened by violence, neglect, or catastrophe. In 1999, they won a Nobel Peace Prize for their efforts. This event is being hosted by Speed Demos Archive and Speedruns Live. Speed Demos Archive is the premier community for video game speedruns and has great forums for trading speedrun strategies. Their Twitter is @SDA Speedruns, and their Twitch team